This video will show you how to get better at speaking and writing in English while you're at home and without needing anyone else's help. You only need to do 3 things, and we'll explain each step. By doing these 3 things, you'll be able to make a lot of progress in improving your English skills. To improve your English, the first thing you need to do is to expose yourself to the language. This means listening to English, watching things in English, and reading in English. There are many ways to do this, and it's easier than ever with resources like Netflix, YouTube, and podcasts. You can choose to focus on a specific dialect, like American English, to help you improve your language skills. By immersing yourself in the language, you'll be able to hear how native speakers talk and learn from them. You can search for YouTubers who talk about topics that interest you. They don't have to be English teachers. They can be anyone who talks about things you like. To get started, make a list of your interests and goals. Write down what excites you and what you want to achieve in life. This will help you find resources that are relevant to you and make learning English more engaging and enjoyable. Once you have your list of interests and goals, you should consume content related to those things. Don't force yourself to do things that you don't enjoy. For example, if you don't like reading classic novels, then don't feel like you have to read them to improve your English. Instead, focus on consuming content that you find interesting and engaging. When you enjoy the material, it will be effortless and won't feel like a chore. This will make learning English more enjoyable and effective. It's important to feel excited when you listen to your favorite podcast or watch your favorite YouTube channel. Make yourself comfortable on a couch or chair, or go for a walk while listening to something. However, if you don't have access to certain types of content, such as specific channels or podcasts that you love, it's important not to worry. There are many resources available online, and you can always try new things until you find something that you enjoy. The key is to keep an open mind and continue exploring until you find content that works best for you. If you don't have access to content that you enjoy, it's important to spend some time searching and exploring until you find something that works for you. Sometimes it can take a while to find a channel or podcast that you really love, but it's worth the effort. By investing time in finding content that you enjoy, such as movies or TV series that you love, you'll be more likely to engage with the material and make progress in improving your English. Don't be afraid to try new things and explore different genres until you find something that resonates with you. Output refers to speaking and writing in English, which is the second step to improving your language skills. It's important to practice communicating in English because while input is about absorbing the language, output is about using the language. Many people neglect practicing their output, but it's an essential part of the learning process. By practicing output, you'll be able to apply what you've learned and develop your fluency in the language. One of the best ways to practice output is by finding a language partner or tutor to speak with regularly. This can be someone who is also learning English, or a native speaker who can correct your mistakes and help you improve your pronunciation. You can also practice your writing by keeping a journal or writing emails in English. The more you practice output, the more confident you'll become in using the language. So, to summarize, improving your English involves 2 steps: input and output. Input involves consuming English content that you enjoy, while output involves speaking and writing in English to practice using the language. By combining these 2 steps, you'll be able to improve your English skills and become more fluent in the language, improving your English speaking and writing skills. Output is the act of speaking and writing in English. When you listen and read a lot of English content without practicing speaking and writing, it becomes difficult to express yourself in English. That's why it's important to practice output until it becomes effortless. You can practice output by participating in challenges and exercises that help you speak and write in English. One such challenge is the Fluency Breakthrough Challenge, which focuses on helping you communicate in English, write content in English, and have conversations in English. If you've participated in the challenge before, continue using the methods and strategies you learned to improve your English skills, something you should focus on and study until you understand it completely and can use it correctly. So, studying is about identifying your weaknesses and then finding resources to help you improve in those areas. It could be watching videos or reading articles on a particular topic, practicing with exercises or quizzes, or even just practicing with a language exchange partner or tutor. The key is to be intentional and focused in your studying, so that you are actually improving and not just spinning your wheels. To sum it up, improving your English involves 3 main things: input, consuming English content, output, speaking and writing in English, and studying, identifying and improving your weaknesses. By focusing on all three of these areas and being consistent and intentional in your practice, you can make steady progress and become more confident and proficient in your English skills. Using English every day, teaching English, speaking English with my clients, and I wanted to make sure that my English was always improving so that I could provide the best service possible. So, even though Spanish is not my priority, I still make an effort to study it and improve it because I want to maintain my level of fluency and keep improving. And I think that's the attitude that we should all have towards language learning and improvement, whether it's our native language or a second language. It's a lifelong process, and we should always be striving to improve and learn more. Want to emphasize that language learning is a lifelong process, and even as a native speaker, I continue to learn and improve my own language skills. It's important to find ways that work for you to continue learning and practicing, whether it's through reading, listening, writing, or speaking. And if you're learning a second language, it's important to prioritize it and continue practicing regularly to maintain and improve your proficiency. I think I can take it from there. It seems like the video ended abruptly, but I hope I can provide some helpful tips for improving English. It's important to prioritize the language you want to improve in, whether it's English or another language. And if English is a priority for you, here are 3 things you can do to improve. Immerse yourself in English. This means listening to English music, watching English movies or TV shows, and reading English books or articles. The more you expose yourself to the language, the more you'll start to understand it. Practice speaking. This can be intimidating, especially if you're not confident in your English skills, but practice makes perfect. Try to find opportunities to speak with native English speakers or other learners, whether it's in person or online. Focus on grammar and vocabulary. While immersion and speaking practice are important, it's also crucial to work on grammar and vocabulary. Make a list of grammar rules you struggle with and practice them regularly. Similarly, try to learn new vocabulary words every day and use them in sentences to solidify your understanding. Overall, improving your English requires time, effort, and dedication. But with consistent practice and a willingness to learn, anyone can become fluent in English. Good luck!